Lamentations 1 and 2. How does the city sit solitary, full of people? Is she become as a widow? She great among the nations, princess among the provinces. Is she become tributary? She weepeth sore in the night, and her tears on her cheeks. Among all her lovers she hath none to comfort. All her friends have dealt treacherously with her. They are become her enemies. Judah is gone into captivity because of affliction and because of great servitude. She dwells among the heathen, she findeth no rest, and her persecutors overtook her between the straits. The ways of Zion do mourn, because none come to the solemn feasts. All her gates are desolate, her priests sigh, her virgins are afflicted, and she in bitterness. Her adversaries are the chief, her enemies prosper. For the Lord hath afflicted her for the multitude of her transgressions. Her children are gone into captivity before the enemy, and from the daughter of Zion her beauty is departed. Her princes are become like harts, no pasture, and they are gone without strength before the pursuer. Jerusalem remembered in the days of her affliction and of her miseries all her pleasant things that she had in the days of old, when her people fell into the hand of the enemy, and none did help her. The adversaries saw her, they mocked at her Sabbaths. Jerusalem had grievously sinned, therefore she is removed. All that honor her despise her, because they have seen her nakedness. Yet she sighs and turned backward, her filthiness in her skirts. She remembered not her last end, therefore she came down wonderfully. She had no comforter. O Lord, behold my affliction, for the enemy hath magnified. The adversary hath spread out his hand upon all her pleasant things. For she hath seen the heathen enter into her sanctuary, whom thou didst command they should not enter into thy congregation. All her people sigh, they seek bread, they have given their pleasant things for meat to relieve their soul. See, O Lord, and consider, for I am become vile. Nothing to you, O ye that pass by. Behold and see if there be any sorrow like unto my sorrow which is done unto me, wherewith the Lord hath afflicted in the day of his fierce anger. From above hath he sent fire into my bones, and it prevailed against them, and he hath spread a net for my feet. He hath turned me back, he hath made me desolate, faint all the day. The yoke of my transgressions is bound by his hand, they are wreaths come up upon my neck. He hath made my strength to fall, the Lord hath delivered me into hands. I am not able to rise up. The Lord hath trodden under foot all my mighty in the midst of me. He hath called an assembly against me to crush my young men. The Lord hath trodden the virgin, the daughter of Judah, in a winepress. For this I weep. Mine eye runneth down with water, because the Comforter that should relieve my soul is far from me. My children are desolate, because the enemy prevailed. Zion spreadeth forth her hands, none to comfort her. The Lord hath commanded concerning Jacob, his adversaries round about him. Jerusalem is as a menstruous woman among them. The Lord is righteous, for I have rebelled against his commandment. Hear, I pray you, O people, and behold my sorrow. My virgins and my young men are gone into captivity. I call for my lovers, they receive me. My priests and my elders gave up the ghost in the city, while they sought their meat to relieve their souls. Behold, O Lord, for I am in distress, my bowels are troubled, my heart is turned within me, for I have grievously rebelled. Abroad the sword bereaves, at home as death. They have heard that I sigh, none to comfort me. All mine enemies have heard of my trouble, they are glad that thou hast done. Thou wilt bring the day that thou hast called, and they shall be like unto me. Let all their wickedness come before thee, and do unto them as thou hast done unto me. For all my transgressions, for my sighs many, and my heart faint. How hath the Lord covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger. The Lord hath swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and had not pity. He hath thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He hath brought down to the ground. He hath polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. He hath cut off in fierce anger all the horn of Israel. He hath drawn back his right hand from before the enemy, and he burned against Jacob like a flaming fire. Divided round about, he hath bent his bow like an enemy. He stood with his right hand as an adversary, and slew all pleasant to the eye in the tabernacle of the daughter of Zion. He poured out his fury like fire. The Lord was as an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. Blessed be your holy name. He had swallowed up all her palaces. He had destroyed his strongholds, and had increased in the daughter of Judah mourning and lamentation. And he had violently taken away his tabernacle as a garden. He had destroyed his places of the assembly. The Lord had caused the solemn feasts and Sabbaths to be forgotten in Zion, and had despised in the indignation of his anger the king and the priest. The Lord had cast off his altar, he had abhorred his sanctuary. He had given up into the hand of the enemy the walls of her palaces. They have made a noise in the house of the Lord, as in the day of a solemn feast. The Lord had purposed to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He had stretched out a line. He had not withdrawn his hand from destroying. Therefore he made the rampart and the wall to lament. They languish together. Her gates are sunk into the ground. He had destroyed and broken her bars, her king and her princes among the Gentiles. The law, no, her prophets also find no vision from the Lord. The elders of the daughter of Zion sit upon the ground, keep silence. They have cast up dust upon their heads. They have girded themselves with sackcloth. The virgins of Jerusalem hang down their heads to the ground. Mine eyes do fill with tears, my bowels are troubled, my liver is poured upon the earth for the destruction of the daughter of my people, because the children and the sucklings swoon in the streets of the city. They say to their mothers, where corn and wine? When they swooned as the wounded in the streets of the city, when their soul was poured out into the mother's bosom. What thing shall I take to witness for thee? What thing shall I liken to thee, O daughter of Jerusalem? What shall I equal to thee that I may comfort thee, O virgin daughter of Zion? For thy breach great like the sea. Who can heal thee? Thy prophets have seen vain and foolish things for thee, and they have not discovered thine iniquity, to turn away thy captivity, but have seen for thee false burdens and causes of banishment. All that pass by clap hands at thee. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. This is the city that called the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth. All mine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, have we swallowed up? Certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found, we have seen. The Lord had done which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. He had thrown down and had not pity. He had caused enemy to rejoice over thee. He had set up the horn of thine adversary. Their heart cried unto the Lord, O wall of the daughter of Zion. Let tears run down like a river day and night. Give thyself no rest, let no apple of thine eye cease. Let not the apple of thine eye cease. Arise, cry out in the night, in the beginning of the watches. Pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children, the faint for hunger, in the top of every tree. Behold, O Lord, and consider to whom thou hast done this. Shall the women eat their fruit, children of a span long? Shall the priest and the prophet be slain in the sanctuary of the Lord? The young and the old lie on the ground in the streets. My virgins and my young men are fallen by the sword. Thou hast slain in the day of thine anger. Thou hast killed, not pitied. Thou hast called us in a solemn day, my terrors round about, so that in the day of the Lord's anger none escape nor remain. Those that I have swaddled and brought up hath mine enemy consumed.